we're going to have to abort mission. This is not looking good at all. Yo! What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is a overcast, partly cloudy day. In today's video, we're going to be doing a pretty interesting, maybe controversial ride. Well, at least to a controversial place. In today's video, as you guys can see from the title, we're going to be taking our Harley-Davidson bikes to go and check out Alligator Alcatraz. Some of you might be freaked out because I'm an immigrant going to take myself to Alligator Alcatraz. That's why I'm taking Bill with me. So we've seen all the stories. People are talking about how immigrants and people that are not, I guess, natively from America are being deported for no reason. And we're just going to go check it out, go for a nice ride. So see you guys on the road.
Freedom is the wind hitting my face. Freedom is a Harley on the highway. Freedom is the song that the engine plays, playing my cares and my stress away. Freedom is two wheels and no restraints. Freedom is God, country and no chains. Let freedom reign, January through December. It's a Picasso Moto adventure.
Okay, so we almost did not get to do this ride because it was pretty rainy today, and out there off of Tamiami Trail where Alligator Alcatraz is located, there was one huge thunderstorm and it seems like it was going directly toward that location. So we actually canceled. But now, since it looks like the weather has cleared up a bit, we decided that maybe we could complete this ride after all. And right up here to your right, we're coming up on the home of your reigning and defending NHL champions, none other than the Florida Panthers. There it is, the Immigrant Arena, right there. Okay, so we just topped off at fuel, and everything's still kind of wet. 1 minute we were out here just riding on nice dry roads, and then all of a sudden we hit some wet roads. But thankfully, it's not actively raining, but sometimes it could be just as bad. Okay, so it looks wet, but looking dry ahead of me, so that's good news. And here we are coming up on Alligator Alley Harley-Davidson. Doesn't look like anyone is here. As we turned from Alligator Alley Harley-Davidson onto State Road 84 and embarked on the journey that would take us an hour and a half across 68 miles into the middle of the Everglades, we were optimistic despite uncertain weather, which is always a guarantee in Florida. At the date of this recording, Alligator Alcatraz had recently been ordered to close, but as of this date, the order was overturned by another judge ordering it to remain open. So we're going to stop here real quick because Bill was wobbling, slipping and sliding a little bit, and it looks like he might need to check the tire pressure in that back rear tire. And I'll probably check mine too, just for the heck of it, because when you're out here riding, you know, that's one of the most important things. Make sure your wheels, you know, are good with the tire pressure. Okay, so Bill is all aired up. I double checked mine, and mine are actually a little bit more inflated. Some of you may be wondering, am I nervous? Like if I think I'm going to get deported or roughed up or slammed by ice. And we're just going to see what's going on as we gear back toward I-75 here. We're going to take I-75 west toward Alligator Alley. Then we're going to take Highway 27 to Chrome to Highway 41, which is Tamiami Trail. And then that should take us right to Alligator Alcatraz, about 20 minutes deep into the Everglades. So we're going to see what's up, man. Maybe we can talk to someone and see if we can go in and visit. Yeah, I doubt that, and I'm not trying to go to jail. From State Road 84, we merged onto I-75, where we remained for literally about a minute before taking the very next exit toward Highway 27, which runs north and south. We took the south ramp toward Miami and ultimately toward Tamiami Trail, where we would then travel west into the Everglades. Highway 27 is a scenic highway which runs along the Florida Everglades, where trees and bushes outnumber the buildings and businesses. But here you will find Cafe 27, which is a restaurant and popular biker hangout, as well as the Everglades Holiday Park, where you can take an airboat ride, watch an alligator wrestling show, as well as enjoy local food, and if you have a taste for alligator, you can try that too. As we got deeper south, a large rain cloud appeared southwest of us, and another appeared to be in the direction we were headed. So we would have to monitor this as we got closer to Tamiami Trail in case we needed to re-strategize or abort mission. Soon we crossed the Broward County line into Miami-Dade County, where we veered west onto Chrome Avenue, which would ultimately intersect us with Tamiami Trail. Chrome Avenue is even more scenic, with Everglades and farmland on both sides with beautiful palm trees and greenery. What was not beautiful was seeing that storm ahead and another one west of that storm, and all we could do was hope they were both south of Tamiami Trail. As we got even closer, the roads were wet with puddles and that storm ahead appeared to be pretty nasty. However, we kept hope alive that it had already rained here and that storm was out of our path. But that did not happen, as we began to feel tiny raindrops leaping onto the visors of our helmets, and I began thinking of places that we could stop for shelter or possibly even abort altogether. Thankfully, the drizzle never intensified, and we soon approached the Miccosukee Casino and Resort and Tamiami Trail and observed an Alligator Alcatraz sign with an arrow pointing toward the west up ahead. Look at that, Alligator Alcatraz.
Looks like we're safe from that one. I don't know about that one, but we could head that way.
Okay, so we're leaving the Alligator Alcatraz sign here and heading toward Tamiami Trail. There it is, east-west, Highway 41, Tamiami Trail. Oh boy. And that does not look good at all. As we turned onto Tamiami Trail, the weather ahead did not seem promising as the first storm was safely out of our way to the south, but we appeared to be on course for a head-on collision with that second storm, despite the forecast saying it would be clear. This was the only remaining storm in the entire vicinity, and it happened to be right in our pathway. The closer we got, the worse it looked, but we forged ahead hoping for a miracle to move this massive storm out of our way, and soon the storm appeared to be tracking directly toward us, and getting caught seemed inevitable as Bill moved a bit ahead of me toward the gray curtain of doom.
As I began feeling light raindrops pelting my face as if it was warning me not to come any closer or face impending doom, I decided I did not want the smoke with nature and settled on retreating. You win. But Bill continued to press ahead, perhaps being one of the true riders the old guys at the Harley store told me tales about. I honked in an effort to grab Bill's attention, but Bill seemed to interpret those honks as a motivational chant to take on the gray curtain head on.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to abort mission. This is not looking good at all. I don't know what he's doing, but we're gonna get drenched if we keep doing it. Bill! No!
No! No! No!
He's gonna be drenched. I'm sure he drenched out there. Is that him there? Let's see if that is him. Where the heck did he go? Yeah, I was trying to tell you to make a U-turn. I was honking and honking, and here it is now. So we're gonna have to try to skedoodle up out of here.
Yeah, you just dropped something. All right, abort mission.
Yeah, for now, looks like. Unless you want to go through it and get drenched.
I'm drenched already, but no. I don't know how far it is from here.
What's that?
You know how far it is from here? 53 minutes.
Realizing that we were still approximately 50 minutes away from our destination, Bill decided to temporarily put aside his true rider ball bearings and abort the mission rather than potentially get permeated in every crevice of our being by an Everglades downpour. Bill was drenched, but I only had a little bit of drizzle on me.
Well, this definitely blows. Was hoping to get this ride done, but looks like we're gonna have to abort mission for now. As there's literally one cell, just literally one cell. Let's see if I can show you. There is literally this one cell right here that's like right in the way, and everything else is clear. So that's it for this day, I guess. Okay, so breaking news. Look at the weather. This is Florida bipolar weather at its finest. So we ran into these gentlemen right here that just came across Tamiami Trail, and they told us that the weather is actually good, which means, and dry, which means that we missed it and probably quickly dried up. But not only that, but now on top of things, Bill here discovered a nail in his tire.
They're fighting us. There are forces fighting us on this trip.
Yeah, but Bill here is a trooper. I keep thinking like a UFO or something. We're gonna encounter a Bigfoot. Yeah, but we just got some trail mix for Tamiami Trail. Bill said he's gonna keep on trucking.
He wants your YouTube channel.
Oh, Picasso Moto Adventure.
Picasso.
No, 1C, 2 S's. About to get a new subscriber. Okay. By some miracle. Come on, Pops. Okay, by some miracle, we are back on the road again. When I looked at that cloud earlier and I said it would be a miracle if we passed it. And just like God does, man, showed us that He's in control and, does these miracles. Obstacles and storms, no pun intended, come into your life just for God to prove Himself and show His glory. Because there's no way I thought we would have been able to continue this ride. I was getting ready for a part 2 on a different day. But look at God. You know, Bill got soaked. I didn't get soaked, but we're actually back on the road again. I mean, we're a little bit off from our original plan, but it's not about our plan. Maybe had we gone on that mission, maybe had we continued, you know, we would have run into something catastrophic or something. You know, maybe God was just preventing us from, you know, coming into contact with something negative. So, yep, we're back off again, guys.
Upon returning to Tamiami Trail, this was a clear miracle, as the roads you just saw drenched with water about 15 minutes ago and the storm, which was projected to sweep completely east on Tamiami Trail, were gone without a trace. As we got deeper into Tamiami Trail, we passed the cool, non-modernized general store, which is a common gas stop. Shortly after that, I passed the city of Miccosukee Plaza, which I had never noticed before, featuring the Miccosukee Water Tower.
Welcome to the trial. There's the city of Miccosukee and the Miccosukee Water Tower.
We spotted another Alligator Alcatraz sign about 40 minutes deep into Tamiami Trail as we approached the Big Cypress Bend, cutting us northwest toward the objective. I approached and entered the Big Cypress National Preserve, and I noticed a lot of people fishing. I saw a vast diversity of people comfortably fishing near Alligator Alcatraz. About 6 minutes out from Alligator Alcatraz, aka the Dade-Collier Training and Transition Airport, the area is a wooded Everglades area with hundreds of alligators roaming the waters. However, the ride was peaceful and scenic considering. And I passed yet another pretty diverse family fishing. 4 minutes from Alligator Alcatraz were sparse residential homes and small villages, and the entering Collier County sign followed shortly after by a small Indian village.
We are 1 minute, less than a half a mile out from Alligator Alcatraz, and congestion ahead. Looks like this is the entrance of Alligator Alcatraz right here. There's a tent set up, and right here is Alligator Alcatraz. There is a state trooper there. And we're here. So, looks like the media is here. So we made it, guys. Okay, we're gonna cross here. See if the trooper is gonna chase us away or anything.
It's not. We're not gonna go in. We're not gonna go in. I'm just gonna go to the blue village here.
Yeah. So here we are at the entrance of Alligator Alcatraz. And this is what it looks like at the entrance here. Got a state trooper here standing watch. Yeah, that's definitely media.
What's that?
Oh, there's someone leaving. Some guy's leaving. I guess he had access into Alligator Alcatraz. I see some ripples over here. Would not be surprised if there are gators. Oh, I see some fish. but we are in the middle of the Everglades, so. Oh man, this is definitely mosquito Alcatraz. Oh wow, look at the size of that thing. Sheesh. Man, I just got swarmed by a bunch of mosquitoes. So here it is, guy, an immigrant standing in front of Alligator Alcatraz with a trooper right there. And no one's coming and bothering me because I'm a minority or because I'm black or because I'm an immigrant.
Well, the mosquitoes are freaking bothering them.
Yeah, I don't see me staying here much longer after being ambushed by mosquitoes. Sheesh. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it is mosquito Alcatraz. Sheesh. Oh man. Yeah. Okay, guys, so we made it here by grace because we had a crazy storm that just vanished into thin air, literally. So we almost got rained out, but hey, we're here. Nice, beautiful, enjoyable ride, and we got to check out Alligator Alcatraz. When we come to America, we come in as guests, and we're responsible for abiding by the law. And this is no secret. This is something that is made plain to us. You know, this is something made known to us that if you come into someone else's country as a guest, you just can't be a criminal, man. You know, you have to be a law-abiding citizen. You have to follow the rules. Okay, I don't know what this person right here is doing, but they're blocking the roadway. Huh, look at that. We got more bikers here. How's it going? Okay, so we're leaving the Mikasuki General Store, but we're off.
As I arrived back home in Broward, I reflected on how far I came, all the obstacles and mountains God helped me to scale, and the freedom to ride and roam in liberty.
Okay guys, thanks for watching the video. Today was an awesome day, kind of a little bit of a miraculous day because at one point I thought we were going to get hit by that storm. And I guess I kind of abandoned Bill a little bit there. Going off into the storm, and he got completely drenched.
I got drenched. When I'm looking to remember, I was like, where the hell did he go? He gave up?
No, I pulled over to the side. I was yelling because we were going into the rain, so I thought you were going to bust the UE. But yeah, man, but it worked out. It was like crazy because we got all the way back to Chrome and met those guys you guys saw back there that told us, yeah, we just came that way. What rain, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, oh, it was nice. And going out there, I mean, you guys saw the way it looked in the video. It was like horrendous, like a monsoon coming in. I mean, Bill got drenched to prove it. You know, but somehow it just evaporated and poofed into thin air. And also, you see the radar right here. It looks like it's coming toward us. It's supposed to be a clean sweep straight across Tamiami Trail, but somehow it just poof and vanished into thin air, and we were able to make it all the way down to Alligator Alcatraz. So there I was, an immigrant, standing in front of Alligator Alcatraz, and look, I'm back in Broward, still not deported. Every country enforces its immigration laws. I can't just hop over the fence into Mexico or Italy or Spain or somewhere nice that I would like to visit and think it's just going to be cool. Like, no, I'm going to be on the first thing smoking back to Florida. You know, just like the country that I was born in. You know, they enforced the immigration laws too. In fact, it was a little bit controversial because of how they were going about it. I mean, you had an accent, they could practically stop you. So you should be blessed knowing that in America, you actually have rights. No one can just come and just grab you and snatch you up for not doing anything wrong. And one thing, I had to go through a lot to get to where I am. And that may be a whole other story time video, but I had to go through a lot to make it to where I am, to be a legal person in the United States. It's a privilege to be here. And, you know, You can't expect, and also when you come into this country, they let you know that if you commit a crime, you can be deported. You can't just come here and think you're going to be a hoodlum like you was in your country. You can't come into another country and think you're going to carry out the same ways. Instead of using it as a fresh start, you come here and you start committing crimes. I don't care if it's a misdemeanor, I don't care if it's a felony. You can't come here and be a criminal. You got to be a contributor. If you want to come into this great land of America, you've got to come in here and you got to be a contributor. You can't be a non-contributor. So I'm all for, even though I'm an immigrant, I'm all for countries enforcing the immigration laws. Hey, even if I'm doing wrong, hey, you know, ship my butt back, you know? If I'm doing wrong, then hey, what comes to me too. But at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. And I can't believe that there are people out there that are, you know, you're waving a flag from another country, but yet you're burning the American flag, or yet you're taking shots at America when you're here sucking in American oxygen and making American money and driving cars on American road, but you don't want to go back to that country or represent that country and go back there and make it better of that flag that you're waving, you know? And there's nothing wrong with being proud of where you come from or your heritage or whatever, but at the same time, if you're in America, just understand that you're in America and you have to be a contributor and not a non-contributor. So if you commit a crime, yeah, they're gonna put your butt back on a bus and you're going to be at Alligator Alcatraz, where we just went and visited. But here I am, proof that they're not just like racking up immigrants and shipping them back. We just went to Alligator Alcatraz and made it all the way back. No one bothered me. There were families that I could see that were not his color out there right down the street fishing, and nobody was bothering them, asking them to see their papers or anything like that, you know? So be glad you're in the home of the brave and the land of the free. And until next time, thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button, like, share this video, whatever you want to do or not do. But until next time, peace up, 2 wheels down, and I'll see you in the next one.